sketch and shade, blend and shade. What's the difference with these? They're like the same pencil, right? Hello and welcome to Grace and Lottie's Elizabeth here. Today we're going to be looking at sketch and shade and blend and shade, both from Crayola, and figure out should you get these? Which one's the right one for you? Are they the same thing? There's a whole lot of questions here to jump into. So let's go straight to Deskcam and go ahead and start answering those questions. So first of all, I got the blend and shades and the sketch and shades. Got those both on Amazon. It's just an easy place to order. Used to be you could get the blend and shades in a 50 pack. I couldn't find that anymore, only the 24 pack. So I'm a little sad about that because I was like, I want more colors. I always want more colors. The answer is, if you want more colors, the answer is always yes. So I was a little bit bummed that I couldn't get that. But if you kind of look, oh, I don't have the thing on this one. Both of them kind of talk about how they're great on dark paper. So let's go ahead and let's open up the sketch and shade first. So, ooh, I'm opening the wrong side. No, I'm opening the right side. I just tore my box. Oops. Let's go ahead and pop in here. So, first of all, with the sketch and shades, the big thing is you get two actual graphite pencils with an HB and a 2H. So if you're into sketching, you get two hardnesses there, and then you get 12 color pencils that you can color with red, orange, yellow, which I found was actually like the goldenrod, or it actually compared to mango, believe it or not, in the regular set. Green, robin's egg blue, which is aqua green, sky blue, regular blue, violet, pink, tan, brown, and black. Now, do you notice something that's not in this set? There is no white. And these are supposed to be on black paper. Like, you're supposed to be able to do cool things on black. I was a little bit surprised that there's no white in here with this set. So, very curious on that. When you open up the sketch or the blend and shades, again, 24. So yeah, you get the white. We also get color names. Very useful here so you can know which one it is. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I sat down and I colored with these right here. The cores are the exact same. So that's how I knew that it compares to red. Here is the blend and shade and the sketch and shade. They are identical. I also figured out that it like compared in the regular Crayola color-wise to the orange, mango right here. Aqua green was also different. Some places tried to say that there was a different yellow that it compared better to, but I thought the mango was the best color comparison, but it's the same core. Okay, so if you're going to get a set, first of all, let's think about this. I could get 24 or I could get 12. I would lean towards the 24 here. How do they look on black? This is how they look on black. You can compare to the regular Crayola as well. Right here that they are more vivid. We have way more color laid down, especially with the goldenrod here, the yellow, the orange, way better. Red, more definition there as well. The tan came out a little more white. I ended up using it a lot for my white, as well as some of the pink right there when I was coloring in a minute, because, you know, I could look at these all day, but let's go ahead and let's see how they do on paper. I did these a couple of years ago. This is a Crayola to Prismacolor. Did them on brown because I thought, oh, I'll see what they do on tone tan. Didn't get as far this time. But this time I decided, let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons here. So this is what I was able to do with the blend and shade. Or not there, sorry, the sketch and shade right here. Not having the white made this incredibly difficult. It's not as vivid as they would make you think. Here is their example. You see right there. I worked really hard trying to lay down color and went over and over and over until my hand was exhausted. And this is where I was able to get to. So I thought, well, maybe it's not having a white. So I redid it. But this time I did it, the sketch and shade plus a white. Okay, got a little bit better. As you can see, a little more definition. This flower here was supposed to have white edges, so even though it looks a little more vivid on this side, this is getting a little closer to the original. Able to get a little more fun here. Not a huge difference. I thought maybe what it is I just need more pencils. So let's see if I can do the whole blend in shades. This is where I got to. Okay, more colors equals a lot more dimension. You kind of see where we are to the original. And then I thought, well, maybe it's just I need to use regular Crayolas. Maybe regular Crayolas will be better. So I used some regular Crayolas. You notice something? Look at the white with the regular Crayola. You see how well that was able to come out? I was really surprised. And this is me using only the 24 pack of regular, so I figured out what colors were in the 24 pack and only pulled those out of my big set. I was a little bit shocked right there that's what I was able to get between these two. And a little bit not quite as vivid, but still, I mean, I think I was able to get better definition. Now this one looks a little bit more like a chalkboard, which some people may love that look, and so that is great for you. I would go for it. This one's still a little more chalkboard look, especially in here, but I feel like I had better dimension here. I was able to get a little bit better with shadows with it because it's really hard with these pencils to just lay down a little bit, the sketch and shades and the blend in shades. So that is it. And then I thought, well, maybe let's compare it to the Prismacolors, and that's what I was able to get in Prismacolors. So ultimately we went from this guy to this guy going through it. So this is what it compares to Prismacolors. And now big questions as to whether it's worth it with it. Is there a huge price difference? So let's kind of compare apples to apples here a little bit, jumping in. So let's go up in. Here are the sketch and shades. So you can see they did pretty well. I couldn't do the white opacity because there's no white. So I guess it gets a 0 because it doesn't have a white there. If you look, they're $11.24 for the 14 pencils. That's 80 cents a pencil. The Crayola blend-in shades, you get 24 in this pack. It's a little bit more expensive. 83 cents a pencil. So a hair more expensive, which kind of surprised me. I thought they would have been roughly the same price per pencil. You do get a better case with the blend-in shades because this case is a lot more usable than the cardboard. So that is probably also factored into that price point as well. When you compare those to the Crayola 24 count, we're going to get a whole lot cheaper. These are only 28 cents a pencil. It's $6.70 for the 24 count. I did set this because the Crayola 24 count I figured was the standard to compare with. So it's got a 3 across the board. The one spot where blend-in shades actually really shone was in vibrancy. They were a little more vibrant. I will give them that as a whole. I took them down for hand fatigue just because it took so much work to try to get the color in when it's supposed to make it easier. So I didn't feel like they were any easier than the regular Crayolas, but they were billed to be easier. They're supposed to be an easier blend, but it took a lot more work there. So that is that on that one. Now I did compare just so you could see the difference with the Prismacolor. Opacity is a lot better. Blendability, obviously better. Erasability was the same on all these. And I know these aren't erasable pencils, but in case you make a mistake, I like to include that just so you can know how erasable are they. All about the same on this. Hand fatigue, a lot less with the Prismacolor. I'm able to work a lot more layers. I can do, it's not have to press as hard to get the color in there. Makes it a little bit easier to use. Vibrancy, again, great. It's a 4 also, where the blend-in shades were a 4 for vibrancy. Predictability, I gave it a little bit more just because it's easier to see the color on the barrel. This one just has a little bit down here at the end. The match isn't great. You can see that the blue and the violet are almost identical, so I'm just looking at the color. It's harder to tell them apart. So that is why this one got the 4 there. But there is a price difference here. The Prismacolors are $24.80 for the 24 count, and there that brings it to $1.03 a pencil. So you're paying 20 cents more a pencil, so roughly $5 more overall. But I would say you're getting a better pencil that's going to be a little bit easier to use. I did not test these with Gamsol blending. This was all white blending and blender pencil work that I did with it on all of those. So I would lean toward the Prismacolors if the $5 is in your budget. If it's not, I would get these. I would, in a heartbeat, get this set over this set. I like having more colors. It gave me a whole lot more workability with it to be able to control and color the way I would want to color with them. Even this one, for being on the go, you're still gonna have to put it in a different container to go on the go. And most sketch artists that I know already have a good set of sketch pencils, and you can get a good set for not that much money. Like, it's really not that expensive to get a set that has 4, 5, 6 different sketch pencils of the different hardnesses. So I would look into doing that over getting this set. You know, get this plus a couple of sketch pencils. You're not going to be out a ton of money to do that on top of it. So that is my take on these pencils. Do you have any of these sets? What are your thoughts on them? I would love to know down in the comments below. And if you made it this far, I do reviews regularly, so why not give this guy a like and maybe even consider subscribing so that you can be here as I look into different color pencils. I recently did Crayola color pencils, and I have some others coming up as well some technique videos that I'm looking forward to getting into some technique. I haven't done a whole lot of teaching videos lately, so I'm going to be doing a couple of those as well. So that is it for today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.